Jeff Fenech is up and he's enjoying this a bit more.
Well, again, he wants this. This is where Tim Tszyu has lacked a little bit in the last couple of fights. Is when he starts to take advantage of the fight and get the advantage, he doesn't pull the trigger to the next level. He doesn't go after another gear and boss the fight. And that's what Fenech wants to see. He sees Tim taking control of the fight, but now he wants him to step on the gas a little bit.
Watching his boxing.
More defense here from Spence, who had invested so heavily in the body in the early stages of this fight. Now, is forced to cover up. Now he gets to work a little bit with Errol Spence.
I remember in another fight, Tszyu took, was getting the advantage. Instead of stepping on the gas, kind of started cruising. And Fenech was in the crowd, walked home. He's like, I'm leaving. So, he doesn't want to see the same thing under his watch in the corner. That's why he's on his feet right now. Because he senses Tszyu taking control of this fight. He wants him to add another gear to this pressure.
He wants to see uppercuts as well. He saw one right there, and he enjoyed it a lot. Did Jeff Fenech? The uppercut of Tim Tszyu, he thinks that's the punch that can do the damage. The right hand over the top as well. But Spence, he's just waiting here for a moment. Now he hangs on and just walks Tim Tszyu backwards. There's a right hand again. Tim Tszyu.
That's that right hook is probably been the best weapon for Tim Tszyu at close range. Yeah, that right hook, which is a good weapon against a southpaw at close range. I'll tell you, on righty versus righty, I hate that right hook. But righty versus righty, that right hook can be a good weapon.
It's a much cleaner shot to land, yeah.
Body shot from Spence.
What I find impressive is that Tim, again, while being in front of Errol, he's not giving Errol a whole lot. As a fighter, and with a high work rate, when I wasn't able to hit flesh, that did something to my mind. Seeing Spence now be more he's retreating more than he's
Spence comes straight back, but Tszyu, he's just walking forward now.
Tszyu smells blood, guys.
Now, a good wrinkle for Errol because he's stepping around, but do you know how to work off of that?
Yeah, that's the thing. The rest he's not good because he was backing up well early in the fight. He was backing up with the jab. Right. His jab is not as consistent because he's not even backing up so much as he gets flight now. There's a difference. You can fight backing up and then you want to fight when you're not even fighting on the back foot. You're just moving back.
In the corner.
Everything winning. Other guy?
Yeah. I think Spence losing for sure.
You think so? So he's getting a lot of punches, but he ain't got one that's like clean as fuck.
I want to come back to that. That sweeping right hand. Keep bringing that all night long. Here it comes again. It's great timing. And it can be time when Errol uses his jab. Why? Look at his hand as he jabs. That left hand comes down.
It's not a boss jab either. It's like a jab where he's just tapping out there.
Yeah.
And Kim is able to walk through it and bop him off the head with right hands. Regardless of what Fenech said second, the first thing he said was very, very crucial. He doesn't want to be here anymore. This is a 36-year-old Errol Spence, hasn't fought in 3 years. Now in deep water. This is where you start questioning yourself as an older guy. Did I come back for the right reasons? Did I come back for a good reason? What am I doing here? And Tim wants to make him keep asking himself those questions.
And he didn't let Errol get out of his corner.
Yeah, he's right across there. And what he said afterwards was about defense. And he said, don't go mad out there.
Yeah.
And oh, there is a shot from Spence over the top with his left hand. And he goes again, he sits down on a couple of those, does Errol Spence, and again.
And a good left hook shot from the small stance. That's the opposite of Tszyu's right hook. Right. From the opposite stance is this Spence left hook. It's a good shot because it works on the opposite stance, that hook with the back hand.
Right. 3 of those to start this round in Errol Spence as Tszyu goes into the body.
And Spence is trying to make a statement here by trying to hold his ground. Let's see if he's able to, or if Tszyu goes back, pushing him back.
That's a number of warnings, and he goes again, and the conversation's ongoing between Spence and the referee, Will Sulos. Tszyu just chases him. They slam into the ropes.
Come on, Sean, that was just sweat. There's when it's blood that it starts to get there.
The chopping shot, the little hook from Tszyu. Spence tries to work to the body. And he's clean now again. But it is Spence who works hard off the left hand. Zoo with a right hand, and again, and he goes to the body of Zoo. Spence fires back.
Gutsy round from Spence. I don't know if he's winning it, but he's making a much bigger effort to hold his ground. He's really trying to send a message to Spence like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I don't know if he's going to win the round. It's still up in the air for me, but at least mentally Spence is making a decision here. It's not easy for an older guy.
And this is why this is a good fight, because on the other side of that, you got good, intelligent pressure coming from Tim Tszyu. You know, he's keeping his body on Errol. Errol's trying to move and turn, and he's just keeping his body on. Eventually, it has to become more punches. But at this point in time,
when it is punches, it's great rounds for Tim. Sometimes Tim just takes away his own space, or is it Errol taking away the space from Tim? Regardless, though, when Tim adds the punches to the pressure, he has some very good rounds.
George Blizzard, yo, what's up? What's the deal, gang?
He evades for a moment, and he continues to do so. It was a good punch.
Right here.
When you fought, you know, you think, well, Chief Blazers trying to make like
watching the Spence fight.
He's not even coming from that body.
Food coma.
For Errol, he doesn't bring a lot of variety to the game, right? So when you see him doing things that aren't in his nature, it's more than likely because he's hurt. It's more likely because he needs that space to breathe.
So they head to the stools again. This one at a very important stage. 8 rounds down between Spence and Zoo.
8 rounds down, chat. High as hell. Sleepy.
You gotta be smarter now, okay? Look, you make that red move, but look, go back to basics for me. Basic jab. Bam, let them throw something, then you fire back. But don't wait on him. You gotta be focused. Cover that jab, shoot to that hand. When you get close, body, uppercut. The uppercut's out there for me. But you gotta let them go. Now give it a strong, give it a strong hook. But I want that double hook, okay? Give it a quick double hook.
You look fucked up, huh?
The numbers on the punches have got closer together, but the investment in the body from that man, Errol Spence, is significant. How are you scoring it, Sean?
Oh, man. It's a great question.
Yeah, you're gonna cry.
I'll let you count it. As these two get back into the battle, Zoo and Spence.
I think the last round, the question is, are you going to give Spence a sympathy?
He was like one of those kids that when he was little, he gets so mad that he started crying.
But I can appreciate his
Who's the white boy?
Spence.
Spence.
I'm sorry. 5-3.
Okay, so 5 rounds to 3 to Tim Tszyu, according to Sean Porter. And jabbing now is Spence and Shifty.
Spence a lot of times falls over when that Zoo spins again.
Found
Pushing up the legs.
in that position a lot of times in this fight, and Zoo did find him once with the right hand, but he's chased every other time and not found on him.
Yeah. Took good overhand left. No one was able to find it.
Yeah, he found it in the previous round a few times.
Like, no one's got like a really good clean shot.
When you're older guy, you're fresh, and you decide to take a fight. You're fresh, you're not
blocking
feeling
everything.
discomfort. It's this part of the fight now where you say, did I really want to come back or not? It's Spence's decision making in this part of the fight, in these last rounds, that will decide how badly he wanted to come back. It's not easy. I mean, he fought bravely, but it's not easy to be an older guy in this position with a younger guy stalking you like this, a physically bigger guy stalking you like this. It's where you start to say, okay, you know, how badly did I really want to come back? And sometimes you start to say, maybe I didn't want to come back as badly as I wanted to.
That movement is what Errol needs, but you can see it. I mean, he shuffles his feet, he shuffles his feet. It's what he needs, but it's not something that he, teaching the old
Spence ain't getting no clean hits. Like, it's a good ass
Both of
hit.
you guys did predict a stoppage around this time yesterday. Is it still that way that you think it's headed, or are we going to length here?
Yeah, and I thought this fight was going to be over 3 rounds. I mean, in the 3rd round coming in there, I just thought it was going to be you get me or I'm going to get you. But both these guys have exemplified better defense and more punch resistance like that than I think anybody expected.
Yeah, well, it looked that way a shootout early on, but it's sort of got into this position now. And Zoo scores with a couple of strong right hands there. And he drives out to the body. He's looked good doing so as well. His right hand long to the body of Spence has been an important punch.
Spence going the wrong way here, guys. Steps up going the other way. At close range, now he's going in the correct way.
It's a good feint. But again, not something that he doesn't do that. He doesn't feint.
Right hand again from Tim Zhu.
Nice little throwaway shot, and then he threw the right hand.
Spence has throwing a punch in about 30 seconds. I don't know if he's recovering from something or is he just exhausted, but he is not.
Nice punches from Zhu. Right hands are plenty. There in round 9, Tim Zhu had some strong moments to end the round with his powerful right hand.
Yeah, Spence didn't throw a punch for like 30, 40 seconds of the round.
Listen, we done it in the round. You're throwing heat, brother. You resisted the
Crikey, mate.
And you're the pro that's waiting you give it. Free first.
Do it for your Uncle Steve Irwin.
Hands up. He's trying to be on those clear over. Breathe.
The crocodile killer.
There's another. Spence used the left hook inside and Zhu comes right back with his right hook. Talk about those backhand hooks. That straight right hand down the middle. The shot you want to use on southpaw.
And that's what Fenning wants. More of those right hands on Zhu. And there was a noticeable dip in activity from Errol Spence in round 9. Let's see what he has for us in 10. Oh, there's that right drive to the body. Can Spence get back to the body where he had so much success?
I feel like if anything, Tim might feel like he has him where he wants him. I think we're gonna get more offense. Good body shot coming from Tim.
Spence to the body. Zhu over the top of the right hand. And again. And he drives to the body of Spence. Finding left hands too. Spence just trying to duck underneath these shots.
But not returning any fire, guys.
And Tim not allowing Errol to get as close as he had been before.
Less active is Errol and more movement from him.
Not finding there, Zhu. Now he goes to the left hand of Spence.
Good cross there from Spence.
And he's still there. There's Errol Spence, and he's got that strong left hand. He invested to the body as well. So what happens the further we go here? But gee, Tim Zhu has stepped it up the past couple of rounds.
Oh, good body shot from Spence again. From Zhu.
Oh, shut the fuck up, this thing.
There he is to the body, Spence. Body
That
for Zhu.
nigga said, shut the
Spence
fuck
is
up.
throwing shots, not take the initiative, but to take a break. He's looking to land a shot and take a break. And I think Zhu was like
That was a good one.
Spence, but
Ooh.
Spence has to do more of this. You got to try to follow up when he lands a shot.
And the other side of that, Paulie, is Tim is allowing Errol to dictate the pace. He can't allow Errol to dictate the pace. He's got to stay on the front foot and keep punching.
Jabbing to the body, then finding his right hands. Here's Zhu, here's Spence. He's been much more active the last 30 seconds or so. No jabs, but can't find Zhu.
But Spence is not able to be active for a full round anymore, guys. See, it's more of this now. It's more bouncing away from Zhu and trying to get both hands. Zhu with another sharp right hand there.
30 seconds left in round 10 of this 12-rounder.
Now Zhu with a jab. Already jab from Zhu, right? Zhu, for me, doesn't jab as much as he could and should. Especially right now with the lead hand of Spence down, he's tired. This is a good chance for the right hander to use that jab effectively. To use that jab effectively. To use that jab effectively.
crazy with 4 rounds. 2 rounds, really.
See, it's more of this now. It's more bouncing away from Zoo and trying to pick off hands. Zoo with another sharp right hand there.
30 seconds left in round 10 of this 12-rounder.
Zoo with a jab. Already jab from Zoo, right? Zoo, for me, doesn't jab as much as he could and should. Especially right now with the lead hand of Spence down and he's tired. This is a good chance for the right hander to use that jab effectively. To use that jab effectively. To use that jab effectively.
Shit, tweaking. No dice. They're on my bed.
You on your bed?
Yeah, I gotta see how many I need. I got
sleeping on the stream game?
It's on. Shit not working. Oh.
You should just
Nigga turned the stream on to take a nap.
sleep with me tonight.
This nigga said it's a sleepover. Watch me snooze. Oh shit. No wonder you not going live and make it to Stream University. Nigga, turn up on them folks.
Nobody pulling up, no sir. Man, shit went out on the time with 2 rounds left.
Shady. Got that nigga.
And Ronnie's instructions. Show
Yeah.
In my fight with Arrow, where I said, man, the round that I got knocked down, somebody's got to get it knocked down here. This fight is too close. I feel the same for this. I feel like we know that Tim is winning this fight. However, there have been some swing rounds in between. And I think if there's a knockdown either way, it seals the deal.
The way this round is starting, though, they almost burned too much gas in the last round. Good body shot from Zoo.
Great body shot. Set it up off his jab as well, and he's jabbing more, at least using that left hand, is Tim Zoo to try and set things up here in the final round of this fight. Earl Spence wheeling around now to his left and just squares up here for a moment.
Not an active first part of the round. They might be trying to save it for the second half. Or old man, as the Brits say in England. You're old man and you fight for the spots of the round that you try to be more convincing of than not for the full round.
Well, you know, it would be beautiful if Errol knew what he was doing and what he was trying to set up. If what he was trying to set up. No, well, I'm saying that, you know, hopefully this is a setup here.
Errol Zoo's feet is he has trouble hitting an open target. You know, the Zoo is putting the mental pressure, but he's not applying the physical part to it. Even again, going to the body, even if something simple like a straight right hand to the stomach, as Spence moves
Zoo scores.
That's what I was asking for from Zoo. He's got to get the physical part active if he's going to put the mental part here.
What'd you call that earlier? You said going to the attic?
Oh no, a rooftop.
Rooftop. I mean, that was a nice little touch to the body and a straight right to the head. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been looking for that combination, has Tim Zoo. He's been trying to set things up more in this last round as well with that jab.
The right hand from Zoo. See, again, if he's active, I don't know, I'm questioning whether Spence burned all his gasoline around 11. He had a really active round 11. He's got nothing here around 12. And Zoo's starting to put the punches in here to put the round in the bank.
Strong final round here for Tim Zoo so far. He's scoring with right hands at times. And Errol Spence, who is so active to the body in the early stages of this fight, he has put the cue in the rack at times, particularly here in this final round. What does the aging superstar in Errol Spence have for us in the final 20 seconds here in Sydney? Tim Zoo, with the crowd surging behind him, looking for the moment of his boxing life. He's in there with the legends. He'd love one more right hand like that, and perhaps another. And here's it two, out of the shadows. They go the distance. Errol Spence in Sydney and Tim Zoo, 12 rounds. It went up and down. We went the length. And there is an embrace between the fighter and the trainer, two champions who look very content with their work.
I hate to word it this way, but it is the proper terminology, only because Spence is over and he fought so tough in round 11, but he gave round 12 away. He gave round 12 away, he didn't fight round 12 at all. But again, it's not the same as 25-year-old giving round 12 away. He fought so hard in round 11 that it's very demanding to go out in round 12 and do the same thing at that age after a physically demanding fight. Not making excuses for Spence, but it feels like the term is too hard. He gave the round 12, he gave the round away in round 12. It may cost him the fight. But again, this is an older Spence.
Hitting on the N-word,
I think he hit that wall and that even earlier and was really willing to bust through the round. That 12th round was just not it. You know, a round that he moved essentially the entire round.
And on the other side, Zoo didn't really throw a lot of punches the first half of round 12, but he took the round home in round 12, controlled it, and bossed it in the second half. And for me, won himself the fight with that round 12.
One thing I find a little frustrating, we had a moment really early in this fight where Tim Zoo trails Errol and catches him with a nice little uppercut and it shakes Errol up. I talked about this earlier. When you talk about making the fighter feel old, when you talking about making the fighter feel those 3 years, those moments, you gotta create more moments like that, you know? And I find that frustrating that Tim didn't go for it a little bit more.
Well, you know, we also have to keep in mind, we're talking about Errol being older and whatnot. Tim is not quite as old, but he's been through the ringer as well as far as the tougher fights in his career and some of the tough losses in his career as well. So these are both guys sort of being rehabilitated against one another so that the winner can move to big fights, and because they still have such big names. I wouldn't say either of them looked their best tonight, but it was a good little entertaining scrap.
It was that 12 rounds here in Sydney. Tim Zoo and Errol Spence. And it is time now to find what the judges have made of this one. And we can head to Jimmy Leonard Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Adam Height, scores the action 118 to 110. Judges Carlos Costa and Joanna Schwager both scored about 117 to 111. All three in favor of the winner, the Phoenix Team
Damn.
Well, Tim Zoo, we know the journey that you have been on in recent years, and now you've arrived at this moment. Tell us what it's like to be you.
What's my mother name? Honestly, man, Sydney, Australia, and the whole world, I thank y'all. 160 is my new division, and I feel strong. And big blessing to my fans, man. This is if I'd say this was one hell of a show. And kudos to the boys of No Limit. Kudos to my team, my sponsors, and everyone, man. I thought the Tony Harrison win was good, but let's go party!
Oh, sure.
So many big moments for you as a professional boxer, but is this